In this tutorial, I'll show you the fastest way to create a fully customizable frame mat inside a smart object. There are a couple of other ways to do this, and we'll touch on that briefly later. This is one of my single frame mockups. All of my frame mockups already include a fully customizable mat option, but for this tutorial, I've removed everything and left only a sample artwork, so I can show you how to create the mat effect from scratch. First, let's open the smart object that contains our artwork. If you already have an artwork or a placeholder inside your smart object, just hide it for now. We'll bring it back in a moment. Now, let's add a solid color fill layer. You can find it in the small icon, the one in the middle, at the bottom of the layers panel. Set the color to white, pure white or slightly off-white, depending on the look you prefer. Then, move this layer to the bottom of the layer stack. This will act as your matte color, and you can change it at any time. Next, we'll add a simple rectangle above the color fill layer. Click on the rectangle tool in the toolbar on the left, or press U on your keyboard. Draw a rectangle. Change the fill color to a light gray. The exact size and color don't really matter. This is just a temporary placeholder. We'll use it to create the shadow effect and then remove it later. To add an inner shadow, go to the bottom of the Layers panel, click the second icon and choose Inner Shadow. Or go to Layer, Layer Style, Inner Shadow. Here, you can adjust the settings to your liking. I'll leave the blend mode set to multiply and the opacity at 30 to 35%. For distance and size, I'll set both to around 6. These values will depend on the size and resolution of your document, so feel free to adjust them until it looks right. And finally, make sure the Use Global Light option is checked, and set the angle to match the global light in your mockup file. If you're not sure, just check where the light is coming from in your mockup and adjust the angle accordingly. And if you ever change the light direction in your mockup later, don't forget to update it inside the smart object as well. Create a new empty layer by clicking the plus icon at the bottom of the Layers panel. Move this new layer to the bottom of the layer stack. Now, make sure the rectangle layer is expanded so you can see the effects. Drag the inner shadow effect from the rectangle onto the new empty layer. And now, you can delete the rectangle layer. We no longer need it. Now, you can place your artwork into the smart object or use the one you already have. I'll just use the artwork that's already here. And scale it down so the mat becomes visible. Next, we'll copy the shadow effect from the matte shadow layer to the artwork layer. Simply hold Alt on Windows or Option on Mac and drag the inner shadow effect from one layer to the other. And there we go. The artwork now has a realistic matte shadow. Before we go back to the mockup, make sure to save the smart object. And now you can see the final result applied to the frame. Now let me show you why I love this method for creating a matte shadow effect, and a few extra tricks you can do with it. You can easily scale the artwork up or down, and the shadow adjusts automatically. You can quickly turn the effect on or off, switching between a simple border and a full matte. You can easily change the color of the matte. You can place artwork in any specific ratio, and it will still work perfectly with the mat. You can even place more than one artwork and quickly apply the shadow effect to all layers. Now, since these mats aren't fixed, there are a few quick tips to keep them consistent. If you want the border to always be the same size, just add guides. Then, when you place the next artwork, you can easily scale it down to match the previous one. You can add multiple guides for different sizes or use placeholders to make placement consistent. As you can see, this method is super flexible, letting you keep your mats consistent while working with different artwork sizes and layouts. Just for context, here's another way to create a mat inside the mockup file itself. Here, I have 8 pre-made frame mats with openings in different sizes, each as a separate layer with its own shadow effect, and a single smart object already duplicated and scaled down in place. So, once you place your artwork inside the smart object, you can quickly toggle between the different pre-made mat layers and see the changes happen automatically. While this method definitely has its own pros, I find it not as flexible as doing everything inside the smart object. But if you'd like a full tutorial on this alternative approach as well, let me know in the comments. If you want to try out both of these methods yourself, I've included a free frame mockup in the description. Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful, and subscribe for more Photoshop tips and tutorials. Thanks for watching and stay creative!